Hey guys, it's me Blue. I don't know if you can tell this, but I am really cold. I've got like two sweaters on. I've got my beret. I've got my hot chocolate. That is not just a cup full of marshmallows, I promise. But I do have marshmallows because I'm an adult and I can buy them if I want to. Hot chocolate is awesome for keeping warm. It has been a very strange weekend. Actually, it's been strange for like the whole day. My in-laws arrived. We had a great time. Today, my kids went swimming, and it is freezing cold. Okay, it's the end of August, and we have our heat on. Like, it's weird. I had to put a blanket over my daughter's watermelon out front because there's a frost warning in effect tonight, and we hopefully will not lose it because she has worked really hard to raise it. And so, just out of straight fear, I've put over a blanket, so hopefully we won't lose the watermelon. So yeah, so here's the thing. Like I said, we went into the city today. We went swimming. Well, my girls went swimming. I hung out, and everything was going very well. And then I forgot my bag, and I had my phone with me, but I didn't have my journals. I didn't have my crochet stuff because I'm working on yet another hat. I didn't have all my pens, my fancy pens and fancy everything, because guess what? It's all in my bag, which is sitting in my in-laws' car. So that's not happening tonight. And guess what else is in there? My book. I had hoped to come at you today with glitter and with confetti and be like, yay, I did it! I finished my NEWTs. I can now read for fun for a little bit. And I forgot them. So I'm going to finish off the last 2 hours of my audiobook, which is admittedly interesting, although still weird. It actually is reminiscent of another book I read, whose name has escaped me because I'm too cold and did not write notes. And that's my own fault. No, Roses and Rot. I just remembered. It's reminiscent of Roses and Rot. Like, they're all trying to succeed, and they all have a sibling who is trying to kind of hold them back or stop them from succeeding in a way. And it's so interesting, like the two different spins on this, one of them being the queens and the other one being the fairy world, and it's so good. Like, both of them were really good. So yeah, Roses and Rot was so good. I wonder if there's a sequel. Probably not, but it's still really good. Speaking of sequels, does anyone know if Neil Gaiman wrote a sequel to the Graveyard Book? Like, I want to stay angry at him for a stupid reason. I really want to be mad at him for what he did on Simpsons, which is ridiculous, but still stupid. And of course, it's I can't be mad at him because he obviously did not steal a book from an 8-year-old girl, but or steal the title credit from an 8-year-old girl. But I don't know. Still mad at him. That seems weird. But I really want to know if anything happened to Bod, like if he actually continued on in his life, and like if there was a sequel to it. Like, does that make sense? I don't know. I have more hot chocolate. So yeah, super cold. And I have no book. Well, I don't have that book, I should say. I don't have any of the books for my NEWTs, except for my audiobook on my phone. I could probably get into one of these, or my mother-in-law brought me one that's actually been on my list for a while, and it's called The Home for Unwanted Girls by Joanna Goodman. And this has been on my TBR list. Like, it just came on like not too recently, and or not too Oh my goodness, the opposite of recent. Not too long ago. And it's been on my TBR list, which I can't show you because, again, that's in my bag. But yeah, it looks really good. It's Canadian again, or it's in Canada again, which always, you know, makes my heart flutter a little bit. And I'm excited to read that. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use it for my Horcruxathon, which I've decided all of them on, and they've all been shipped, and I am on pins and needles, so I'm really hoping they arrive on Wednesday. One of the things that was supposed to happen today was we were supposed to go to a beach, and of course it's like a bajillion degrees below zero out there, so it's so cold. So we obviously did not go to the beach or to play mini golf outside because it's too cold. So and I'm wringing my hands, and I'm sorry, I'm going to get my hot chocolate over my hands. So what we did instead was we obviously went into an indoor pool, but because we didn't go to the beach, and I was so excited because I found out there's a secondhand bookstore by the beach, and I was very excited, and then I didn't get a chance to go, so doubly bummed. Because not only do I not get to go to the beach, not only is it way too cold, not only are we expecting frost, and I don't think I'll lose my herbs. My herbs are pretty hardy. We might lose a watermelon. Not only is it too cold, but I don't even get to go to a bookstore. Like, it's crummy. And now, I don't even have my book, or my crochet, or anything. And on top of that, I have a dentist appointment tomorrow. There was a lot of whining in this video. I apologize. I just swallowed marshmallow. Excuse me. No, other than that, other than being crazy cold, things are okay. Like, I didn't get to read as much as I'd like to this weekend. But, you know, that's not going to stop me from finishing my NEWTs. When we've only got like 2 books to go, you might as well just top it off. And I know some people haven't. And, you know, it got me thinking, like, if you don't finish a readathon, and it's my opinion that if you don't finish a readathon, that, you know, it's okay. You know, as long as you try your best. I have chocolate on my lip now. As long as you try your best and you enjoy reading. And one girl said, I stopped after 6 books. She's like, it wasn't fun anymore. And it was stressing her out. And I think that's why, like, I commend anybody who can start all 36 books and do all 36 books. Like, that's amazing. Like, there's no way I could have done that. There's no way. Like, I'm excited that I'm finishing off the 50 that I started with. But, like, it's just, I'm excited to be working on the ones that I decided on. And maybe next year I'll change it up and do different categories, or she'll have different categories, or I'll do different classes. And maybe next year I'll shoot for all 36 because my kids will be in school and I don't want to have to worry about it. But for now, it's like, I don't like the idea of people reading competitively if it's stressing them out. Like, reading is supposed to be fun. It's supposed to calm you down. It's supposed to help you rest and respite. And if it's stressing you out and causing tension, then that's not fun. It's not what reading is supposed to be. You know, reading is supposed to be fun. Reading is supposed to be to help you escape. And if it's stressing you out, then no, it's not helping you escape. It's stressing you out. And that's not cool. It's not what it's meant to do. You have to calm down and just, you know, take a break. And so one girl's like, I stopped after 6 books because it was getting too stressful. And I'm like, no, that's brilliant. Good for you. You're so brave for doing that. And like, she wasn't even ashamed of it, which is good, because if it's stressing you out and you have to stop, then stop. Like, really, these readathons are supposed to challenge you, but they're also supposed to, you know, help you read outside of your comfort zone. And if they become too much of a challenge and they become too much work, then stop. And that's okay too. You don't lose, because maybe you've read a book that's new. Maybe you read a book that you probably wouldn't have read, or maybe you did step outside of your comfort zone and are reading something, you know, unique to you. And I think that's great. That's why I do the Pop Sugar Readathon, or the reading challenge, because I want to stretch myself and I want to read books that I wouldn't read before. And like, honestly, if I saw this in a bookstore, if I saw it on a bookshelf somewhere, I wouldn't even pick it up. It wouldn't even faze me. But the fact that somebody in one of my groups read it and was like, this is really good, you should check this out, I'm reading this, go and read it, that I went, you know what, maybe I should stretch myself, maybe I should read a book I wouldn't before. So I really like that about these challenges. I like that about the readathons. So I am really bummed that I don't have my book. Maybe I'll start this one. Hopefully I'll have my TBR list this Friday. And hopefully the rest of this week I have a little bit more warmth, I guess. I'm gonna finish my hot chocolate and go to bed. My nice warm bed. So if you like this video and you liked hearing me whine and rant, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you next week. Knowledge is power. Support your library.